Hello everyone, welcome to my Draw My Life. My name is Evan Kinsasana. I was born in a hospital in Mission, Kansas on October 15, 2009. I lived with my mom and my dad for most of my life, and I also had my older sister with me. In my life, I only really had 3 houses, and one of them was a condo, and the 2 other ones were houses. In my early years, my mom would take me to daycare near North Kansas City Hospital, and she would leave me there when she went to work. When I was 4, the Lego movie released, and little did I know it would change my life forever. It started a Lego phase for me that I knew would never end. My first ever school was Crestview, and there I would join the Cub Scouts. Later on, after Crestview, me and my family would move to another house closer to my family. Instead of going to Crestview, I went to a school near the river called FSI. There at FSI, I would try soccer, but the team was always so bunned, so we never did any good. For my summers, I would go to Camp Wood, and my first days there, I would actually cry for some reason. Something that was really influential for me at the time was Marvel, and my 2 favorite characters were Ant-Man and Iron Man. I would always watch Marvel movies at AMC at the Legends, but unfortunately it closed down, so now I have to go to Ward Parkway AMC. I would stop going to Camp Wood, and I would end up going to Bartle, which is for Scouts. And I had a really fun time there, and I went for 3 years. At Bartle, some of the best things I learned were swimming, shooting guns, and playing a bunch of new board games. At Boy Scouts, I had a lot of my friends there. I would always see them every Monday. Unfortunately, I don't really see them anymore or talk to them. At Bartle, I learned a bunch of essential skills, being a good leader, and also being more of a social person, and overall a good person. During 2020, the coronavirus pandemic started, and I'd be kicked from school and doing online learning. Fortunately, however, I was immune from the virus for some reason. I actually never got it before. During these years, a lot of animes would be very influential to me, like Naruto, Attack on Titan, and Death Note. Unfortunately, the coronavirus pandemic made me more of a slob, and I started to gain a lot of weight around this time. After 2021, I would leave FSI, and with it, I got a teacher recommendation letter. Also, the pandemic kind of made me not like going to Scouts anymore, so I would stop going for a while. After FSI, I would join Lincoln Middle School. Some of my first friends that I ever made were Fisher, Kai, Mark, Evan Tucker, and Annan. For 7th grade, I met Evan Hall, Gabriel Paul Freeland, Nisal, and Arrowway. A little fun story from 8th grade. Just before we left 8th grade, me and Kai actually broke the wall in the Spanish room on accident. In 8th grade, I really felt good about myself. I was really a social person. After 8th grade, I moved on to Lincoln High School, where I'm at now. Unlike middle school, there was a lot of expectations for people, and especially for myself, and I was very nervous at the time. My new friend group comprised of Evan Hall, myself, Nisa, Gabriel, and Arroway. Also Kai. In September 2024, unfortunately, both my parents split up and now they are divorced. It mainly impacted my family, but it didn't really bring me down. For 9th grade, I tried wrestling. Unfortunately, I got inhaled because of my breathing problems. Around this time, I would start working with my uncle, my cousin, and my grandpa, and we do HVAC. I feel like I've come really far from what I was a couple years ago, and I think I've really changed for the better. Some goals I have for myself this year are getting $1,000 in my pocket, expanding my toy collection, and working harder. And that will end my Draw My Life. Thank you for watching, and please, Mr. CJ, give me A. Thank you.